Do you ever say, I just don't want to do it today? I know the feeling. I know the thought. My name is Leslie Urbis. I'm a registered dietitian and a personal trainer, and I completely understand why you may say to yourself, I just don't want to do it today. Today is my day 9. As you see, I have a cat right by me who follows me around. I have a baby who's grunting in his sleep, and you may hear him in the background, but I promise he's just grunting. And I have a daughter who chatted herself to sleep last night. And all of these things are okay, but sometimes they make you super tired and say, I just don't want to do it today. Today is day 9 of my postpartum weight loss journey. And while today I did do it, and I did get up and work out, and I feel much better for doing it, I completely understand when you say, I just don't want to do it today. Sometimes all of these things play against us, including losing the power in the middle of the night last night. So I was curious if it would come back on, if I needed to worry about my breast milk, which is automatically what I think now, because that stuff is liquid gold. And if you're a mom, you would agree with me on that. So anyways, all of those things made me say, I just don't want to do it today. But I did it anyways. I did do it about 5 minutes later than I normally would have, but I cuddled my baby a little longer in the morning because he was just super cute. And I slept in about 5 extra minutes because I was up in the middle of the night worried about my breast milk. And that's okay, but I still kept my routine and I still kept pushing because I know how important it is to do it anyways. So while day 9, we are going to talk about your label reading, I wanted to address that. Some days you will feel like you just don't want to do it, but do it anyways. It's kind of like being a mom. Some days we don't really feel like getting our kids ready for school and getting them breakfast and putting them in the bath and doing things like that, right? You're tired, you're worn out, and you remember back to those days when you were 16 or 18 or 20 something and you could just stay in your bed all day. And you think back, why didn't I do that? I should have. I don't actually think that because I could never sleep in a bed all day, but I do wonder what happened to my good 8 hours of sleep occasionally. So anyways, without further knowledge of anything else, that is kind of how my day 9 has started. I'm still gonna do it anyways though. Day 8 was great. I stayed on track, I ate well, and I kept myself accountable. So today I wanted to discuss with you further on label reading. Yesterday we discussed that the first ingredient had to be what? I hope you remember. If not, go back and check out day 8 video. The second thing you want to have in your grains is that it's 100% whole grain. I'm going to give you some examples in these pictures of what it looks like. 1, it could just say made with 100% whole grains. 2, it could have a stamp on it that tells you the number of grams of whole grains, or it could just straight up tell you the number of grams on the front of the label. Now, how many grams do you need it to have? 16 or more. Just like the day you got to drive a car by yourself, you had to be 16 years of age. So I want to make sure that your grains have 16 grams or more. Use those pictures and have them help you to determine what it is exactly that you're looking for. Make sure that your grains have that. If they don't have a stamp, if they don't have a number, if they don't have a percentage, then your grains are not whole. It may say the first ingredient is enriched, or it's just not a whole grain. So try the next time you go to the grocery store to swap your pasta, rice, cereal, whatever it is that's not 100% whole for something that is 100% whole. If you have questions on whole grains, please comment below. If you're like, well, I don't know where to look or what to do, honestly, reach out. And of course, note that in your free assessment, we can talk about that. I'm here for you to understand all of those things, like when you just don't want to do it and when you want to eat whole grains, but you don't know what you're looking for. So my name is Leslie Urbis. I'm a registered dietitian and personal trainer. Stay tuned for the rest of this week so you can determine if your grains are good for you or not. We're going to digest the carbohydrate label. We're going to talk about carbs as the week goes on. And that is what we're going to do. You have one more thing to figure out if you have a good grain tomorrow. And then Thursday and Friday, we are going to discuss carbs. Are they good for you, bad for you, and all the nitty-gritty in between. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Like it, share it, subscribe to my channel. And of course, even if you're tired today, do it anyways. Happy Tuesday.